Okay, welcome back everybody for another episode of Master of Command. We're going to keep playing through Act 3. Maybe we'll see if we get to the HQ battle. I'm not sure, but we'll try our best. Um, Sorry, I was just thinking I didn't realize that we'd revealed a encamped army up here. Or maybe I knew that the last time I played, but I have since forgotten. I definitely want to fight that encamped army. Um, I think last time I was thinking about coming around up here and maybe coming over here. I wonder if that's what I should still do is kind of work my way around and then come hit this encamped army. Maybe that's what I'll do. Um, anyway, to let you guys know, uh, I'm really grateful that you guys are taking the time to watch my videos. I really appreciate it, and I look at all the comments. And due to some comments last video, we're going to try to do two things. Number one, we have one viewer who leaves comments on almost every video. I don't know if his name is Jacob or Yakub or Jakub, but thanks for watching and leaving comments. We're going to try, due to his comment, we're going to try to get a Shuvalov with canister and march it up and see if we just can't ruin someone's day with a face full of 16-pounder canister. So we're definitely going to try that. And then the other thing is, we have another viewer, Hans. Hans has suggested that I pick up a Jaeger rifle, and so there happens to be one sitting here in the gunsmith shop. So I'm going to attempt to buy it. I'm going to have to sell off a bunch of crap, but honestly, that's what a lot of this is crap. Like, that's why I haven't equipped it yet to my units, so I won't be missing it. I would also need to get canister for my Shuvalov, which maybe I go with the double canister and really ruin someone's day. I'm gonna go ahead and look at these guys real quick. So all of our Swiss Grenadiers have got. We can easily take this and give him the Jaeger rifle, and perhaps I sell off this land pattern musket since I think everyone else has got something better. So let's just unequip this for a moment. Let's go to the gunsmith. Let's sell off. I just don't really see myself using these Wilhelm the First treaties, so I'll sell them off. Um, we can also do the Shepherd's Axe. Let's put the Jaeger rifle in. We'll sell off the cross pendants. Hey, and guys, please don't get too mad at me. We're just doing this for fun. I feel like people are gonna be very upset. That's okay. We'll sell off these canteens. We'll sell off the Bibles. Yeah, because these haversacks are just better canteens. So we'll sell those off. We're gonna keep these grenades. I might sell off the max range. Okay, I'm gonna sell off the grenades actually, just because we don't have the money for them. And now we have a beautiful Jaeger rifle. And the other thing I wanted to take a look at is, okay, they've already got elevation screws. These guys don't, but I kind of don't love the idea of putting elevation screws on all the artillery. I mean, I could, definitely could. I don't know. That's just one I'm gonna have to think over a little bit more. Because I don't really want them firing at max range. These guys are really inaccurate at max range, but I think it would enhance their effective range, so that might be worth it. But yeah, now we've got our Jaeger rifle, so I'm going to hand it to this guy. There we go. Good to our word, we have a Jaeger rifle. This dude's got insane accuracy, 109. Oh my gosh, it's even better here, 116. I didn't realize how high their accuracy was. And honestly, a 30-second reload for this Jaeger rifle is not too bad. We might even be able to bring that down a little bit more if we get better tea, and if we, I don't know, I don't know if there's any regimental staff that bring down reload. We could increase his accuracy even further. Unfortunately, right now I don't have the money, and I don't want to sell this stuff off. This is all pretty good quality, so even though I am a bit of a hoarder when it comes to my items. So, oh, here we go. We have canister right here that we could give to the Shuvalov. But let me see if I sell off this canister and these grenades. Heck, maybe even like the land pattern muskets. Oh, and let's take your socket bayonet and your socket bayonet, and we can give that to other guys. Didn't realize we were just sitting on good equipment there uh, in our reserve. So maybe actually we could get that really good double canister if we sell off all of their equipment here. Let's see. Go to the powder house. This does feel a little bit silly because I did have the double canister before, but let's just see. Sell all that, get that. Yeah, we're down. We would be down 1 gold. I don't really want to sell that. So now we're down 35. Um, and I want to hold on to the socket bayonet. I don't know that I have anyone to give it to. Like we're already we we all have socket bayonet or better, so maybe I should just sell it off. Okay. So now we've got the double canister in the inventory. We can buy ammunition's too expensive here. What's in here? Oh, they do have good tea, but it's crazy expensive. And see, I'm going to burn down this town, but I feel bad because I'm going to lose access to some really good stuff. But that is okay. So my plan now is we're going to raid this town, and then we're going to chase down this patrol and get into a fight with them. Let's get back on the road, and let's start pillaging. Oh, there was a field army? Let's go fight this field army real quick. And now, true to our word, we'll give them the double canister. And we're going to try to get these guys up close and make somebody have a bad day. Let's see what they've got. Austrian Fusiliers, that's really poor quality for this stage of the game. All right, let's take a look at. Okay, their Fusiliers are over on this flank. They've actually got a pretty high melee, 60, because of the Potsdam and the light socket bayonet. Let's keep looking at them. Yeah, we're definitely going to put our infantry, or sorry, our melee units on this side, along with you. And then we'll put our Swiss in the middle, but I'm going to have our canister Shuvalovs advancing with them. That'll be interesting. And we'll put our fast boys over here in the town, along with all of the Sorry, no, we're gonna put the cavalry over here. Okay. So now I'm just thinking they should come towards us because we have artillery superiority. So maybe I will just park my Swiss Grenadiers over here with this good ridge line, or with this good fence line, I mean, and then bring the speedy boys out over here and keep the melee troops in reserve ready to charge in when an opportunity presents itself. And I'm going to have the cavalry here in the middle for now, and I'm going to have them charge the artillery if they get in front of their line. So now let's go ahead and bring everyone forward. Let's bring our Shuvalovs forward. Everyone else will just have sit in the back here. Speed boys, come on up. And I need my general to sit with the artillery. We'll speed up. And I'm gonna have my melee troops just come over here for now. Let's have you in the front to differentiate yourself a little bit. And start separating guys. Bring our canister men up. Here, we'll put you guys right here. We need to unlimber this artillery. What will we do with you? Let's have you, let's have you come over here. Let's advance the artillery a little bit. I'm not sure what they're doing with their artillery. It looks like their artillery is going to get out ahead of their troops, so I'm going to send my cavalry forward a little bit. I'm going to start swinging these French grenadiers around. Where is... Yes. Sorry, I accidentally messed with my camera. Okay. So let's have guys with the Jönköping. We're also going to put them kind of up front. And it looks like we're just slapping the artillery with our own, so I don't hate that. It should make them more aggressive. I'm gonna bring our gendarmerie up and try to get a volley off with our carbines. Speedy boys, we're going to have come over here. Okay, so we've gotten them to rout. Should be opening up again pretty soon here with another. And let's have both of our Royal Cavalry units charge in. Very good. They have shattered, so let's pull back. Start coming out wide with these guys. And let's get these units situated on the hill here. Run them into position. Bring back all of the cavalry. And these guys need to unlimber. Jeez. But once they've unlimbered, they should be able to mess up these veteran hussars. Yeah, and they did just that. Charge in. Oops. So that was pretty cool. Just having them unload on on those hussars. I love that suggestion that you made. I'm just gonna call you Jacob. I love that suggestion that you made, Jacob. We'll have to try to do that more often. Here, maybe we'll get to unload another volley. I'm gonna move these guys up, and we're gonna charge these Jaegers. Like, I'm not just gonna let them walk over here. Okay, looks like they've already opened up. So let's have you charge in to them. Both of you guys. Let's form up on the flank here. And these guys did a ton of damage again, jeez. I think I need to turn this line a little bit. And these guys are resting after that run back. Good, Swiss are opening up. That wasn't too bad. Okay, good. We beat up those Jaegers. Here's some more Jaegers that want to get beat up. Let's hit them, and let's bring you guys forward. Very nice. And let's step to the side a little bit so they get a clearer shot. And I mean, these guys will be done after this volley. They should shatter. So, yeah. Let's go ahead and keep moving over here. Good, we're almost up to 1,000 kills. They're way outperforming the rest of our units, so maybe I need to be using canister more, is what this told me. I need to make a space in the lines and make room for canister. And I think this is their last unit, so once we shatter them, yep. I keep saying shatter, once we rout them. Well, that was pretty cool. I'm definitely going to put more canister on the other Shuvalov and try to find a way to put them in the line. And then maybe get some canister for the rest of the cannons. I was an artillery denier, but now I see that they are real and very effective. Oh, and we got some really good equipment there too. Um, let's see. Could get a lot of veterancy. Let's just take the money and ammunition while we are still trying to give our guys the best items possible. And okay, you're already gold, so let's give you that and give you that, and we can sell this, we can sell that. This is a better horse. Can probably sell off these half gators. Oh good, we got a really good artillery. So I could upgrade you, yeah, be even more accurate. We got some good Tulas, so we can replace these guys. What do you have? Potsdam. I like you having the Potsdam. I think that makes sense. So good cylindrical ramrod. Let's see. I want to put it on the guy with the Jaeger rifles. Here we go. Boom. Now this dude is gonna be cooking. Just making sure they all have cylindrical ramrods. Maybe... Is this morale and melee damage? Maybe I could give you the cylindrical ramrods as well. And we've got the money. Okay, let's come back here. And even though we were rating it, yeah, even though we were rating it, it already starts with the looted modifier, so it actually doesn't hurt us too bad if we come in here and then try to buy things. So I could get a really good light socket bayonet. An excellent Charleville. But all of our rifles here, or all of the muskets are excellent. I could give these guys better. Could give you specifically a better gun. Which maybe I will. So let's come in here again, and let's just look at options. Okay, we've got the Charleville, we've got these bayonets, we've got accuracy and fire damage, that's really good, charge and move speed. I think we're good on these. I think we have all gold. I lied, we do not. We've got 2 of the good ones, and 2 of the excellents. Okay. What have we got here? Really good. Cylindrical ramrods. No more canister for the artillery, unfortunately. Don't look at this. I meant like high quality canister. But I could buy this. I could. Yeah, we're good on the guns themselves. So here's the question. Do I want this treatise? What do these guys have? So you've got a really good one. You don't have any treatise. You have like a basic treatise. Could definitely do better. Why don't we come over here? Could restore casualties. I like that. So let's try to buy this. Let's sell off. I'm not a big fan of the big canteens, but I'll hold on to it just for right now. Let's definitely sell off these things. So I'm still at 300 gold. I could buy the surgeons, and I could buy this to marginally make my artillery more accurate. So let's go ahead and give our Jaeger boys this excellent treatise, and give this basic treatise to them. And now I sold their gun, yeah, so I definitely need to give them a better, definitely need to get them the excellent Charleville. There we go. And the other thing I was looking at was the surgeons. So I could give them to our more melee focused troops. So yeah, let's buy up these two surgeons and the chaplain, because he also restores. Or I could just make him move faster. That is also an option. And it's cheaper. No, we'll just take this. And we'll take some more supplies, and we'll keep burning down this we'll keep burning down this town. Okay. It's taking a while, so I'm going to speed it up. Okay, we got some really good tobacco, really good spirit rations. Let's see. You get an upgrade. We'll sell that, we'll sell that. Let's look if anyone has not top tier tobacco. How does this affect their reload? They're down to 29. It only goes up a little bit, but their accuracy goes up. So let's just give them the tobacco for right now. We'll hold on to this tea. Maybe we sell the tea. And let's also give you the marksman. We're just really doubling down on you being the really high accuracy unit. Let's take a look at our grenadiers and try to get them. Okay, so these guys should definitely not be used in shooting. Trying to decide who my other like designated shooting grenadier should be. I mean, these guys are all pretty similar, so I guess just any of them except for this guy. Let's go ahead and give you that surgeon. So morale, melee damage, charge, move speed, morale, melee damage. Let's give you and you. And we'll get to you eventually. Okay, let's go ahead and keep moving. We're going to force march, since we just bought up a bunch of food and then raided some more. Provide one musket and get one recruit. No. So I can get money and ammunition, or I can get a bunch of reservists. Let's take the reservists. And let's just keep fast marching. I'm not a big fan of the gamble, so let's go with this. Well, yeah, we lost our money, so that was good. Let's see what we've got here. Well, we've got excellent canister for our Shuvalov. Got the excellent coffee. It's a really good sword. But let's go buy this canister. And we'll equip it to our other Shuvalov when we have the chance. Yeah, I mean, even I could take off the canteen and give them the canister right now. And then with this last slot, I could open up the elevation screws and let them fire canister from further away. So we'll hold on to all this stuff for right now and then burn this city to the ground after we buy some food. Okay, good breastplate. Give it to you. And we can sell this now. Honestly, I should have stopped burning the city and bought the other canister. That was a mistake, but oh well. Now let's keep moving. I'd love to find that patrol that we saw. And there he is. Okay. Let's go ahead and fight the battle. And I should have given, I should have opened up the other item slot and given the Shuvalov the elevation screws. But I'll do that after this battle. So let's take... First, let's look at their army. Okay. So they're definitely weaker in melee on this side, minus the veteran fusiliers. So what I think I'll do is I'm going to take our smaller Shuvalov, and we're gonna march him up with the with our melee troops, and then we'll take our super Shuvalov and keep them here in the middle, and we'll make a space for them with the grenadiers. Over here, we're of course gonna put speedy boys. And yeah, we'll have our French grenadiers over here. We'll keep the cavalry here in the center. And we have artillery superiority. I think we're also at the point where our cannons can just like decimate theirs. And even if only like a couple of shots are landing, they're doing a lot of damage. So I think what I'll try to do is maybe hold this town and these woods. Get the melee troops up over here along with the cannon. And then these guys can just come sit over here and then respond accordingly. Let's not forget to Actually, I'm gonna keep you. You're gonna have one. I'm gonna let you take one round shot, and then you can switch. And I want you guys to just have canister. And so we'll send a guy over here, maybe 2 here, and then like another one here. Okay. So let's go ahead and do this. Okay, anyone with a surgeon we know. Just kidding. But I was gonna say anyone with a surgeon we know we're gonna charge them in, but I gave him a surgeon since he is just standing there and taking shots. So I think it was these 3 have surgeons. Yeah, and then you 2 are gonna be more of our distractions. You guys will move forward. We'll have our Swiss move forward. Cavalry will accompany them. And you guys will just come sit over here. And please move. Yeah, so let's have you do that. You can be here. Here, let's swing this artillery a little over to the side. And then unlimber, unlimber, unlimber. A pretty good shot. I'll take them. And let's try to get them active since they're just sitting back. Let's move up to here. How are we doing here? Looks like we're not landing our shots that well. Oh my gosh, my general's getting destroyed. Let's have him back up for a minute. But it looks like they are active now. So let's pull the cavalry back. And after you take your shot, I'm going to switch you to canister. We can... Here, how about you hit those Fusiliers? You can hit those. It looks like they've reacted very negatively to my my melee units over here. So let's go ahead and bring these Swiss up. And let's get our Jaeger rifle guys turned around as well. I'm going to have the cavalry come over here and then come up here. Who are you shooting exactly at? Okay. Here, let's start spreading you out. Okay, and then you advance. Let's advance here. And here. Let's bring our artillery forward. You guys come forward. Let's take out that field artillery if possible. Excellent. How are you guys gonna do? You're bracing. I trust you guys. And you have your stakes out. Oh, it's open fire. Beautiful. Jeez. Oh my gosh. Okay, you guys got pretty bloodied, so let's actually. Let's see if they can take out that artillery, and then we'll here, you form up while you guys get ready to come around. You don't need to volley fire anymore. Although we do have the Austrian cavalry moving around our flank here. So let's try to get ready for that. And have them form up there. These guys come here. French Royal Cavalry is going to be ready for these guys coming through the woods. And these guys chew through a lot of ammunition. Here, did you come here? Those are Jaegers. See if you can't hit the artillery and then charge the Jaegers. And we're in a position just behind our volunteer. Looks like our work here is done. These Jaegers will shatter. Let's go ahead and bring the artillery forward a little bit to deal with these guys. You guys come back. Hey, they might get another volley off, we'll see. Perfect. And let's open up on them. Let's bring this unit over here, bring him up. I'm gonna have you form up over here. I should have had them hold fire. Okay, we're gonna charge here. You're gonna hold fire. You're going to warm up. You're gonna come back. You're gonna open fire. Okay. Very good. Stop shooting. Okay. That was a good battle. I don't think we took too many losses. I'm feeling confident for the HQ battle. Famous last words. Let's take a look at lost 1,000, which is more than I thought, but we're still doing well. We got some stuff that we can sell off. Could get a lot of money and ammunition. Could also get a lot of veterancy. Since we have stuff that we can sell off for a high price, I'm actually going to go for the veterancy. And yeah, level 9 is the max. So let's definitely sell this, sell the cheese, sell this. Ooh, I think I had a basic one here, yep. So we can sell that. Could give these guys a treatise. I mean, they don't need the veterancy gain anymore, so I'll just give them that. Yeah, let's give you these better shoes. And we can sell that off. We can sell the medicinal herbs, I'm not going to use them. Or will I use these heavy jackets or these spirit rations? What I wanted to do was give you the elevation screw, and let's give this guy the elevation screw as well, and we can give you a dog. Okay, looking good. Let's go into town here real quick, see what they have. They've got excellent tea, excellent beer, excellent tobacco. I think we're good on tobacco. Yeah, we're maxed on tobacco here. Could always get better coffee for this unit. But I think someone over here, yes, needs better tea. So let's do that. Let's buy the better tea. And let's sell off these things. Let's take a look at the quartermaster. They've got cylindrical ramrods. Oh, I could get a better shepherd's axe. I do like that. Or a really good blanket. Or really good shoes. There's a lot here to like, actually. And at the stable, I could get better swords for my men. What do I think would be best? I think the sword and the blanket would be really good. Is anyone using a basic blanket? I mean, these guys are. So I could upgrade this guy's blanket, and then I could upgrade his axe. So let's do that. Let's buy the blanket, buy the axe. Boom. Boom. And give you a better blanket. I think we can sell off the axe. Unless I want to give it to our volunteer. Or we could give it to the Swiss Grenadiers. I mean, but I think they would rather use the entrenching tools. Yeah, I like the idea of them using the entrenching tools more than the axes. I wouldn't mind these guys all having an axe. Let's give it to you. Ramrods. I know they had really good ramrods in the... So we could replace those. Sell all this. Give these guys good ramrods. Here, let's give you... Let's give you these cylindrical ramrods just to differentiate you. This tea I think I can sell. Let's see, anything else here worth buying? I do like these shoes. Or gaiters. I don't want anybody being mad at me for calling it the wrong thing. Could give him the gaiters. Yeah, because these guys are all good. Or could give you these gaiters and the full gaiters and then hand off the half gaiters. Yeah, let's do that. Let's buy full gaiters. And sure, these half gaiters too. And 6 and 4, 6 and 10. Yeah, take the extra stamina. And we'll give these two the half gaiters so that they move a little faster. I keep forgetting that I want to look into the swords for my cavalry. I mean, they already have pretty... They have high tier, mid tier weapons, and what I mean by that is these are the really good ones, like the basket hilt broadsword, the palash sword, the heavy saber. These are like high quality and a high tier sword, whereas the weapons they're currently wielding are kind of more like mid tier. Like mid-tier weapons, even though they are generally of pretty good quality. But what we can do is burn this city down a little bit, and then buy stuff just before it completely goes under. Let's go ahead and pause here. I don't know if it will survive another tick or not. So let's see, 1814, 1420. Who's got the worst? 1212, 1016, 1414, 1410. I think it's these Dragoon swords that are probably the worst at 1212. So let's go ahead and buy... Go ahead and buy the Palash sword. And sell off our Dragoon sword. There we go. And oh, we could sell off this tea as well. And now let's finish burning down the town. Okay, we can buy one more. Let's buy this basket hilt broadsword and give it to you. Take a slight dip in melee. Whereas you're 14-14. You're 14-10. So this is just a straight up upgrade for you. 10-16. 14-10. Yeah, we'll hold on to the Kirasir sword. Sell off the Hussar saber. And I'm sure we'll find some more cavalry weapons elsewhere. Excellent tea. Did anyone need better quality tea? We've all got tobacco. No, I think we're good. I think we don't need this tea. I could use better quality coffee though. Okay, let's go hit up this encamped army. We'll go visit the herd and then go do the encamped army. Cool, Greyhound mascot. Gives morale and move speed. Who better to be running around really fast than the volunteer grenadiers? But I think I'll give it to these French grenadiers, just so that they move a little bit faster, get into position faster. I could also just take their spontoon away. I don't think they need it that bad anymore. But also, it's fine. We'll just give them the Greyhound. And now they can be a little bit more zippy. Okay, we're gonna have our work cut out for us with this one, but we're gonna go ahead and stick to the same strategy of just try to nail one of their artillery units and force them to come at us. Something else I've learned is I've been playing a Russian campaign in my own time, and something that's really useful about light infantry is that they can go up pretty close to the artillery. Even if they get targeted, they don't take many losses, and they can pick off an artillery unit, which will activate the army and force them to come at you. So I've been enjoying doing that. That seems to be a um, viable use for light infantry. So we've got a pretty strong unit over here. Yeah, they're pretty strong in melee on this side. And then well, those Hungarian Grenadiers are fairly strong. These two units, especially this one, is pretty meh in melee. So let's go ahead and get the Grenadiers lined up over here. Let's maybe we put the Swiss here and then the Volunteer hold the middle. Kind of don't like that. No, we want the Swiss in the middle holding their ground, and then the Volunteer can clean up over here and then start to work their way down this flank. So let's have the Swiss hold like over here, and then we'll put the Volunteer over here. I'm gonna take one of our Shuvalovs over here to come pound this dude, and the other one will keep in the middle, and then these two will just keep in the middle as well. So let's do that. These guys in the middle, you on the flank, along with our fast boys. Cavalry will hold in the middle. Swiss will do like this for right now. And I think we're good with that. Let's come up here and take a position along that line. We'll have our Shuvalovs here in the back, but then maybe start to swing them around this way once their line advances. Let's get you up on the hill. I would love that. You can be over here, and you can be over here. Swiss Grenadiers, let's do like that. We'll figure it out. French can move that way. Volunteers have orders, you've got orders. Cavalry needs to move forward. And let's put the general over here. Okay, let's start forming into lines, and I'll clean them up later. Let's see. No, these guys aren't in position yet. Let's move the general. Okay, that's pretty good. Oh, let's unlimber. Take a shot, and then load canister. These guys can unlimber. Swiss Grenadiers are just getting pounded. Let's try to get into cover a little bit. You guys can... Let's advance a little bit more here. Let's unlimber here. You guys have like nothing to do. Oh wow, yeah, we're just pounding these guys even without loading canister. Maybe we... swing these guys down just a tad bit. Let's bring you up a little bit further and then unlimber you. And as is custom, this unit is just kind of blindly marching forward. Let's try to target them. And let's keep moving this way. Who's doing all this damage? Their own Shuvalov is doing a lot of damage. Here, let's move these guys into more cover until the battle starts. Let's come up and hold your fire. gonna take a shot. And then retreat. Let's charge them. Here, let's advance. Oh my gosh. Was that these guys that caused all that damage? I don't even know. Here, let's just have these guys come back. They took a lot of damage, and it looks like their army activated. And switch you to canister. Let's bring up you and you. You men come over here. Form into lines. Switch you to canister. These guys already have canister. Yeah, let's bring you back. You should sit out the rest of this battle, I think. Ugh. Charge. Cool. Still doing a ton of damage out here. Love that. Are you guys running? Okay, some of you are. Let's stop that. You guys can come forward. You need to charge them. You can take out these grenadiers. Let's have these men rotate a little bit. You charge in. Yeah, they're trying to run. That's not going to happen. Cool, got them. Looks like all that's left is the artillery over here. Oh no, they've got some cuirassiers. Okay. Let's try to form into columns and advance on them quickly. All wounded horses come back. Everyone try to focus fire on them. Let's get these Swiss out of the way. Here, everyone else stay back. We're gonna have them come up here. And between these guys, yeah, they're over. Let's have all of them hold fire. And not too bad, I think, in that encamped battle. Got a ton of money. Some really good loot. Some buckshot, which I might give this to the cavalry and just kind of see how they do with that. Let's see. I would love to have a bunch of manpower, but I can also just go to a town and get manpower. So let's work on our veterancy some more. And we'll go for Inspired Populace. And we've plenty of junk to sell off. Morale, melee damage. So who has the charge bonus? You do. Let's take that off. And what is this? Morale damage received. I don't love this, but I'm not going to sell it yet. Does anybody need better tea? No. I keep forgetting. I'm pretty sure all these guys have really good tobacco, yeah. And these guys have the coffee. So I don't think I need the tea. Cylindrical ramrods we can definitely upgrade here. And you can have better ramrods. And I think I don't need these. I don't think I need that artillery. Yeah, all these guys have got the accuracy boost, which I like. Heavy saddle. We can upgrade. Yeah, let's sell this cartridge box. And then let's give the buckshot to these guys. Okay, pretty happy with that. Let's go back into force march, check out this convoy. Yeah, let's not suffer any attrition. And it's like we burned that over there, right? Yeah, that's burnt down. So let's make our way. Let's make our way north. Let's explore I mean, I'm pretty sure we've been here before, but let's go take a look at this. Powder house with excellent canister. What have we got here? Excellent canister. Could just give one of these guys. Excellent canister. Also got buckshot. What do we got in the stable? Nothing amazing. And the quartermaster. Also nothing amazing. Aha, but we do have better coffee and Bibles. So you need better coffee. Is anyone still using a Bible? These guys are, so I can give them a better Bible. Anyone else using a Bible? You are. And maybe these guys should have maybe these guys should have Bibles since they are taking more fire damage. So let's buy that, buy that. Cross pendant is marginally useful for the extra charge. Oh, they can't pay me more than $32. $32. So let's do that. Let's give you a Bible. We'll upgrade your coffee, so now we can sell that off. Yeah, sell the cartridge box. And let's get the canister. I was thinking about whether I should give this to the Brummer, because that guy just goes through ammunition so quickly. But he's got minus 30% ammo consumption, so I mean that's already considerable. What's your range? 485, 520. Okay. Separate the things that we can sell again. And is there anything else here worth buying? I don't think so. I'm not super big on these cross pendants. Like, are they a little useful? Yeah, but I don't want them. I would almost rather give the haversack for the stamina rather than the 2 charge. Oh, we can sell these. You've got a little bit of money. Oh, really good canteen. I like that. Sure, let's buy it. And I think with that we can burn this town down. And let's travel this way. I know we're getting close to the HQ. Let's just see what we've got here. Really good Potsdam. Uh, that's true. I still can't upgrade the bayonets on some of my units, so maybe I'll do that. Another surgeon. Could get even better gators. Aha, and better equipment for my cavalry. Yeah, I like the Palash sword. Let's sell that off and that. And give 14, 20, 10, 16. So this would just be a straight upgrade in melee, and then this would be a straight upgrade in everything. Let's take a look at the powder house. I could get better cover for my units. What have you guys got? You only have the good ones. You're excellent. Okay. So we could buy both of these. Sell that. Yeah, let's upgrade you. And upgrade you. And these guys, we can give them better. Yeah, you take that. And you can have this. I might be able to sell off the stakes. Let's look. Gunsmith. What are these guys armed with? Charleville. Delft. Oh, we could do better than a Delft. We could do much better than a Delft. And a good Potsdam. So we could go excellent Potsdam, excellent Charleville. So let's give you the excellent Potsdam, and you the excellent Charleville. Bayonets we can still upgrade, I think. Yeah, we have like basic bayonets, so I need to buy like higher quality bayonets. So we can take a good socket bayonet and an excellent heavy. We can sell those off. And let's hand them, yeah, you can have that. Let's give the good socket bayonets to these men, because I'm more likely to charge them than the Swiss. What is this, 8 and 8? Okay, so yeah, so that's just straight up better. Let's see, is there anything else? Could get better gun picks. It's another marginal upgrade. Or just give it to these guys and that would be like a straight up upgrade. Yeah, let's get... This is a gun tool, right? Okay, actually... So yeah. I would just have to give him the gun pick. So let's take that. Could also get a better shepherd's axe. They all have fairly good ones. These guys have kind of basic ones. This guy doesn't have one at all. But let's give you the gun pick. And I actually don't have enough for the shepherd axe. Yeah, these two guys that are down a slot. Let's give you that. And let's start burning down this city. Generate some more gold. Buy some manpower. Actually wish I'd gotten more manpower. Yeah, let's sell the riding boots. I'm not gonna use those. I'm not gonna use that, I think. I probably won't use those canteens. And the reason I'm buying manpower is because, spoiler alert, I've heard there is a second HQ battle after the first one. I don't know if I'll have the opportunity to replenish my troops, but I want to at least maybe have the opportunity to do so. So let's raid this. Okay, so after raiding it, I can't buy any resources. I've got 5 days until the HQ mobilizes, so I'm going to try to run over here and see if I can buy manpower there. I don't know if they have manpower or not, but I can try. I'll try to buy manpower and ammunition if they have any. Oh, perfect. Let's buy up a bunch of manpower here and ammunition. And then let's force march over here. And do the same. And now let's just raid it to the ground, I guess. Try to get some more money. Maybe buy some last minute things, open up some more unit slots right before the HQ comes. Okay, let's take a look. Who... You could still use a slot. Could give you the entrenching tool. Let's take a look in here and see if there's anything worth buying. Pocket Bible would be good, so you're taking less fire damage. Let's buy that. And could sell off this spontoon. So let's open a slot here, give you the Bible. I'll give you a better canteen. Yeah, let's take the... I'll take the surgeon. Yes, you could use the surgeon. You take the surgeon. Everyone else, give you the haversack, and you can take. Oh no! Yeah, let's sell the tea, and then give you the good canteen. Let's see, 250. Who's the easiest to upgrade? You are. Okay, you don't have a canteen at all. What about you guys? Yeah, let's try to give. Who has the veterancy? Is it you that has a veterancy gain? Yeah. So let's just give you a canteen. You take that, and give you this haversack, and then I can try selling off these two to give him. I mean, probably this. Probably all this I can sell off. And open up a slot for you. And we'll raid you down a little bit more. Okay. Let's could give you entrenching tools. Yeah, let's do it. Entrench there. Let's come over here. And I don't think that's going to be enough. I don't think that's going to be enough gold. So let's take the ammunition. And I think we're ready. I think we just. Oh, we could drill, maybe, and try to get some more veterancy. Is anyone close to leveling up? Not particularly. Actually, you are. So maybe we just drill for until the HQ comes. Okay, that didn't work. Alright, here we go. We are fighting 6 brigades. Fortunately, they only have 3 artillery units. I was expecting more, but I think we can definitely take them. So let's do it. I am going to be more cautious this battle. I'm not going to have the melee grenadiers just running off doing their own thing. We're going to try to form up a line, space out the artillery, and do our best. They should have to approach us because they only have the 3 artillery units, so let's find a good, strong defensive position. Okay, 62, 63. And then they get pretty strong in melee there. 91. Oh man, they're even worse on this side. Okay. So let's definitely have our melee troops over here. I will send our friend Mr. Brummer up with them, potentially. Yeah. We'll keep the Shuvalovs more towards the middle. I mean, we could try to hold this hill. Hold these woods and the hill. Versus trying to hold this town. There's really not a lot of cover over here. If I try to hold horizontally, I've got woods here, the fence line, these woods. That's also an option. Trying to hold horizontally. But it means they'll be able to come at us as a line, which I'm not as fond of. I think we try to hold this section over here. Let's get the fast units marching over here to take that. And we'll give them... Well, we'll have both of our Shuvalovs over here. We'll have this unit hold back a little bit. But this guy can go forward. I want to hold him back with the melee boys. Swiss will have extending here, I think, and we'll just keep the melee troops back here. We'll have the cavalry go where they're needed, and we won't let our general be left behind to die. Okay. So our artillery will march up onto this hill. Fast boys, get over here. We'll have the cavalry come over here. We'll have the Swiss kind of hang back a little bit, I guess. Brummers can come over here along with our guys. Let's start moving, move the general. And see what they do. Yeah, it looks like they're spreading out, and then they'll probably take a little bit of a defensive position, and we'll have to knock them out of that. Or they might just come at us, we'll see. How about we have you move all the way across the river, and you guys can hold this side. And no one is quite in artillery range yet. Let's have you guys come back for just a little bit to make them come closer. See what their artillery is up to. Still moving forward. Here, let's start spreading the Swiss out. And let's start moving the cavalry forward. Especially you. So you guys come back up the gendarmerie. Let's advance here. Okay, took some losses. Never mind. Also, let's give you the buckshot, just for the heck of it. And we got hit by some really nasty double canister. Oh my gosh, it just keeps coming. Okay, we've messed around with them. Let's move these guys front and center. Switch to canister. And you also switch to canister. Oh, please. Dang it. Okay, I think we've driven off their... shoot. Their men for now. Why are they still going in? Oh my gosh. Okay. Form all of the cavalry back here. Yeah. Let's move this artillery forward. You guys come back a little bit. Why don't you shoot them? Okay, let's reform. Don't get shot on the flank. Let's charge you in. Okay, let's set you up. Stop. You come over here, you come over here. You get into a line. You guys come forward. Take a shot at them, knock them out. Okay. And now let's charge in here. You can charge in as well. You two will charge in. You'll reload. You're gonna come up. And let's march this artillery forward a little bit to hit those grenadiers. Never mind. You guys will form up here. And let's do our best to knock these guys out with our canister. Are these guys coming back? No. Move up our Jaeger riflemen. How are these guys in melee? They're not terrible. Do not shoot. Excellent. Okay, that is victory. Let's see about this supposed second HQ battle. Very nice. I can't tell if they died or not. Let's take the replenishment. Oh, a really good shot. Interesting. They did die, unfortunately. So let's go ahead and put extra Swiss Grenadiers. We don't have guns for them. I took all of their weaponry. Dang it. Oh, we've got Charlevilles. Let's go. I could even give them quartered musket if I want. Let's give them a Bible. I think these guys could use the cartridge box. It seems like they just burned through their ammunition really quickly. Let's see. You will give the entrenching tool. Who's our lucky guy that doesn't have special ammunition? It's you. Here, let's take off this large canteen and give you grape shot. Oh. Actually, where's that guy with the Jaeger? If I give him quartered musket, it will make him even more accurate, although his max range will suffer. Would that be interesting? Possibly. Give you the T and shoes, sure. And grenades, love it. And a canteen. Okay. Reinforcements. General, although the enemy's headquarters has fallen, their resolve has not. A fresh host has marched into the region, swift and determined to reclaim what was lost. They are already in pursuit, driving hard upon our trail. There will be no respite until this new army is broken. Rally the men, keep discipline in the ranks, and prepare for one last trial. Victory here will silence all opposition and bring the campaign to its rightful end. So there they are, and they've got a nice 20,000 men over there. Yeah, we'll need some time to replenish. I'm really bummed about losing that one cavalry unit. That was not great. I've burned down everything, so there's nothing to go look at really. Here, let's force march up to this outpost. See if there's anything interesting up here. Sure, let's take the extra men, I guess. Let's force march over here. Oh, another dachshund, very nice. And I guess we just try to get some last veterancy. Looks like a cannon went up. All right, so here we go. This is it. This is for all the money. Looks like we're even on artillery, but I'm sure we can make them come to us. Oh, and they'll have some light infantry here. Let's do it. I am kind of glad that I got spoiled on there being 2 HQ battles, because if not, I don't think I would have prepared as much. In any case, I would love to set up over here so that they're having to cross this river. Like, we get all of our men across, and then they're stuck trying to ford the river. Maybe we keep our melee troops on this side, but everyone else we get across. I think that would be pretty neat. And then we could set up some really good kill zones while they're trying to ford the river. I like that. Let's do it. So, melee troops, you'll stay on this side of the river, probably along with the cavalry. I wish I had muskets for these guys. That's kind of a bummer. Everyone else, we're going to have come across the river. Yeah, including artillery. And definitely speedy boys. And definitely the general. So let's do this. Let's try to have everyone come across the bridge. It's a little tedious, I'm sorry for that, but they really get bogged down if they end up in the water. Artillery. Okay, and then melee troops will stay on this side. I'll switch you to buckshot. Uh, we'll let the Jaeger men take one shot and then try to switch them over to the quartered musket, and we'll keep our cavalry. We'll have the cavalry come across. Definitely have the general come across. Let's watch our guys all go across the bridge. Oh, very nice. Okay, their artillery should be approaching. We're gonna try to stay back and out of their range for as long as we can. Let's see what they have. Anything scary? Yeah, they've got some Shuvalovs. Those are scary. But they don't have very high morale, so maybe we can try to hit them and take them out if they get close enough. Oh my gosh, these guys can fire? Here, let's start spreading troops out. Who fired? These guys did. Oh my gosh, it's the Shuvalovs. So let's try to come up to like the edges, I guess, with them. Our own artillery is still moving into place. Okay, yeah, let's try to have the Swiss get into lines. Try to get even further back with these guys. Unfortunately, trying to charge into the artillery with the cavalry is just going to be a slaughter. Especially with these sharpshooters backing them up. Where are the Shuvalovs? Are they way in the back? Yeah, they are way in the back. We can try to hit this guy. He's pretty low on morale. Maybe we can take him out. Let's go ahead and toggle the limber. Yeah, let's see if we can't knock out that gun. Guys are taking a little bit of a beating, unfortunately. And let's just unlimber and unlimber and try to help out as soon as we can. Oh, very nice. Very nice shot. Awesome. Try to hit this it's fine. Yes, I want everyone focusing fire on this unit. Let's just go ahead and speed things up while the artillery is doing artillery things. Okay, these guys are halfway out of ammunition, so that's good. But we're also using up quite a bit of ammunition. Here, let's just have everyone switch to canister now. And let's try to spread out a little bit more. Try to get our melee guys ready. See where the artillery's at. Okay. So let's do like that. Let's get the Jaeger boys here towards the middle. And you guys can come down here on the flanks a little bit more, I guess. Okay, they're reloading. Let's get you guys to come back a little bit more. You're definitely supposed to be coming up here. Here, let's come back. Let's get R2. Let's get our two guys over here ready. Let's get these guys ready to swing down. Excellent. Yeah, let's let them approach. While we just hammer them with a canister. Unfortunately, everyone's like at 50% or less ammunition. And they still have a little bit left. These guys have a lot of bit left. Maybe we start rolling the cavalry out since they're getting bold with their sharpshooters. Let's have everyone hold fire for a moment. And let's look at our options. Let's hit these Hungarian grenadiers. You can hit them. You can hit them. Okay. Okay. Let's see if I can bring you two around. I'm gonna keep you in reserve. Here, let's put an additional guy out over here. Okay, don't get into a fight with those grenadiers. You guys can fire at will again. I mean, these guys are nothing. We can charge them. Okay, once these guys are formed up and fire, perfect. I'm surprised those guys got so close. Speed boys, come with me. Actually, don't come any further than that. Don't get shot for free. Okay, once we route them, we need to form into a line. As do you. Shucks. Okay, you're fine. Okay, great. Shattered them. Excellent. Now you charge in. And you charge in. And you guys come over here. Cavalry was just chilling in the back here. That was my bad. And I think we wipe these Fusiliers, we wipe this artillery, and then we're done. Does everyone run in? Here, you take your shot. Let's hit these guys. And now we've done it. Victory. All in all, not too bad, not too bad. And this time, I don't think we lost a unit. Yeah, only lost 2,000, not too bad at all. And I know these guys got shot up a lot by the artillery. Let's see who did the most. These Swiss Grenadiers did, and these, oh my gosh, 1,800? I wish I knew which unit this was. I should have marked if they were the Jaegers or not. Our melee guys did really well. The new Swiss unit didn't do super well, but I mean, that's fine. He was a new guy. This artillery racked up almost 1,000 kills. I'm surprised. Let's see who did really well on their team. Probably the Shuvalovs got the most kills. Yeah, almost 600. Jeez. We're assuming this is the last battle of the war, so let's take all the money we can get. Let's get rich from this final battle of the war. We'll distribute it among the men. They fought hard. And there we go. Our first campaign in the bag. Ironman France, Lower Rhine Army. I'd say that went pretty well. L'état c'est moi. I am the state, or the state is me. Glory to the Kingdom of France. The war concluded in Swabia, where the Habsburg monarchy was cast down in the decisive struggle in the Battle of Biberbach? I'm not sure. Anyway, the French are victorious. 530 days survived. Over 60,000 thalers earned. No modifiers. We'll change that in the future. We lost 185,000 men, but caused 56,000. Fought a lot of battles. had 40,000 men in one battle. Let's see how our men did. Our 5th Royal Artillery was very highly valued. These Swiss Grenadiers put in work. Our poor coffee boys took a lot of damage. French Grenadiers had incredible morale, incredible melee, incredible charge, fastest reload, highest accuracy. Let's take a look at our officers. This must have been our artillery officer. I'm not sure. I wasn't keeping track very well of who was commanding what, but his losses are really low. All in all, I'm pretty happy with that. Um, what are my? Let me give some final thoughts on the French. I'm shooting from the hip, so don't judge me too harshly. But I think that they're. I mean, I thought that the melee was so strong on these guys because, like the French Grenadiers. I mean, these guys were monsters in melee. They would just charge in and like instantly shatter a unit, and that was incredible. Swiss Grenadiers, honorable mention, really awesome too. Um, had I wanted to not go for this all Grenadier build, I probably would have kept them as Swiss Fusiliers because they're more accurate, and they have more men, I believe. But I had a lot of fun with the Swiss Grenadiers. I mean, these guys were great in a firefight. The French, great in a melee fight. The Volontaire, I mean, these guys were zipping around the battlefield. They were able to flank really quickly, and that flanking fire did a ton of morale damage. I was having a lot of fun. Artillery, I thought was, I think it's because the artillery has been nerfed recently, but I found the artillery a little lackluster. Um, I think they got better towards the end once I started equipping them all with canister at the request of our good friend Jacob. Um, so thank you for that. That was a really good idea, and it seems like the way to make artillery work is going to be you got to be more aggressive. You got to give them canister. You got to get them in the thick of it. You can't just sit back and let them uh, shoot because they're not going to be as good. I mean, would we still have gotten a bunch of kills with them? Yeah, but I don't think it would have been as impactful in those later battles if I had just fired round shot versus canister. I also learned that the Shuvalov really good. The other high tier guns, uh, I wasn't so impressed by, like the Brummer or the Liechtenstein. I wasn't really impressed by them. So something to take into consideration for the future. I'm thinking that accuracy is really, really important on these guys, unless on artillery, I should say. Accuracy is really important unless you're just doing like a ton of splash damage or a ton of damage with the shoe, which the Shuvalovs were doing. So I'm going to be taking that into account for my next run. Going back to the French, so the artillery was good. I mean, we had like more artillery than average. So, but even for having good artillery as the French, I still found them a little lackluster. I almost felt like I would rather have more of the Swiss or more of the French or even more of the Volontaire Grenadiers. When it came to the cavalry, they were also really strong. Um, I probably I probably didn't micromanage them as well as I should have, especially as it got later into the game. I found it very difficult to find opportunities to use them without just getting decimated. Um, but they definitely shined, especially in like probably like the mid to late game. I thought they were really good where I would just run in with my Royal Cavalry and I was running into like hussars and they would just get absolutely shredded. Even veteran hussars were getting shredded. But when it came to I think those were, gosh, who was I fighting when I was fighting all those hussars? I don't remember if it was the Austrians or the Russians. I don't even know if I fought the Russians. I don't. Anyway, I do know that the cuirassiers and the horse grenadiers they held up a lot more than the hussars did. So, um, but I really enjoyed the cavalry. Um, I would I would like to practice with them more. I definitely think I underutilized them. Um, but they were fun. Um, what else do I have to say? Morale, even though the French have low morale, I didn't find that I had too many problems with them. There were a couple of times where regiments would just start routing. There was even one time where I think it might have been a Swiss Fusilier that just got hit by too much artillery and he just shattered like right away. And that was surprising. But generally, I don't think the morale is too much of a problem. If you think it's a problem, I mean, I think you just put some morale items on them until they get some veterancy, until they upgrade into better units, and then it's not so much of a problem. I really liked having just a ton of men in every unit. I thought that was really fun. And I really liked using their trait where every regiment you get +1% morale or melee. It made these French Grenadiers just insanely strong, 142 melee. And I think that almost all of my French Grenadiers had this high of a melee, and they just melted units. So it was a lot of fun. I had a lot of fun. French, definitely good, definitely strong in my opinion. Um, so give them a try. Let me know if you enjoyed this campaign. Leave some feedback. As always, I take it into consideration. Thanks to Jacob and Hans for your suggestions of using canister on the Shublovs and buying the Jaeger rifles. They were both really interesting to try out, and I think my campaign went better because of it. So please leave feedback. I appreciate it. We're gonna start working on another campaign here soon. I know Jacob has requested the Cossacks. I don't have the Cossacks unlocked yet, so I don't think I'm going to be doing them yet. I'm sorry, Jacob. Please don't hate me. But I am going to. I think I'm probably going to play as Austria or Great Britain, Hanover, just because I did a poll um, probably like a week ago. Yeah, a week ago, and Austria and Great Britain ended up coming in uh, like second place, second and third place. They were like neck and neck. So I'll probably play one of those. Um, Let me know if you have a preference between either of those, or if you'd like to see Prussia. I could also maybe play one of the other army compositions for the French, although I would like to just leave them alone for a little bit and try a different nation. In any case, thanks for watching, everybody. Please, as always, uh, leave a like, leave a comment, subscribe. All these things help with my channel, and I would really appreciate your support. So thank you, and we'll see you in the next video.